now you have it. And I have my communicator.
It's like
I got a communicator
2001.
and video phone. It's awesome. I live in the future.
Won't you listen to reason? Will you open your eyes? It's a wonder what you'll find with an open mind. You may be surprised. Yeah, gotta get away from this illusion for the sake of the world. This delusion, it's gotta go. Yeah.
Okay, welcome to another edition of the Atheist Experience. I'm your host today, Don Baker. Matt is out of town this week. My co-host today is Tracy Harris, the charming and erudite Tracy Harris. My mic's off? Uh-oh. Let's start again. Hello, welcome to another edition of the Atheist Experience. I'm your host, Don Baker, and my co-host today is Tracy Harris. Matt's out of town this week, so we'll be missing him, but we're going to try to fill in. We are live today, September 12th, 2010. We are a public access program sponsored by the Atheist Community of Austin, a nonprofit organization promoting positive atheism and the separation of church and state. We meet on Sundays at 11:30 at Romeo's, except for the first Sunday of the month, which is a lecture Sunday, and we have that at the Austin History Center, 9th and Guadalupe. We had a lecture today. What? Yeah. Anyway. Okay. We had a lecture today. It was Dr. James D., and he was talking about how classical scholarship helps undermine a lot of the theological arguments, and that was a very interesting talk, a different angle on things. Let's see. Other events that we have is we have the happy hours on Thursday at the Dog and Duck Pub at 7 o'clock, after the show we have dinner at Threadgill's. You're welcome to come down after the show tonight. We'll be there around 6:30, and we welcome atheists and atheist-friendly folks to come down and chat with us and visit.
There's a note.
There's a note? Okay, I'm going through Tracy's mic. My mic's not working. Okay, well I guess I should speak this way so you guys can figure that out. Let's see. Let's see. We also have an internet audio show called the Nonprofits, and that is emerging from its hiatus. It's been on off the air most of the summer, and they're starting again this month. And they've already had one show. I think it was posted this week, and they're going to continue that by the end of the month. Get back on a regular schedule. You can find out all sorts of information about our group and website on our website and at atheist-community.org. There you'll find a calendar, online forums, and a frequently asked questions page, and you can find out what all we're doing. We have a couple of the special events coming up. We have the Bat Cruise coming up, let's see, September 25th, the end of the month, and this is a day of, we're all set? We think we're all set? Okay. The Bat Cruise is centered around an event where we all go out on a boat. Austin has one of the largest urban bat colonies in the world, and we all go out on a boat and check it out and watch the bats emerge from under the South Congress Bridge. But we've turned that into a bigger day of events where we have a lecture prior to the Bat Cruise. We have a dinner event after the Bat Cruise, and a visit to a comedy club. We're having a little mic problems that they're working on here.
Here, why don't you just keep using this one until we show you through the announcements.
Okay. So we invite out-of-towners to come down and visit us on that day, on the 25th, and you can find out more information about that on our website. Another big event coming up is the Texas Free Thought Convention, which is up in Irving, Texas, which is near the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. That'll be October 8th through 10th, and that's an event where a lot of the groups around Texas come and have a confab. There's lectures and events and get to know you things and networking among the various groups within Texas. And so that would be a great event if you live within Texas to come check out, and we'll have quite a number of folks from the ACA there. Let's see. Okay, I think that's it for special announcements. I don't know if we've got the mic problems fixed, but I'm going to try to give this back.
Okay.
So how are you doing today, Tracy?
Doing well, thank you.
Good. Well, most people won't miss the announcements because we have a lot of folks that watch
Gotta do
this
your
after
bars.
The bars.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
You know,
Yeah. And let's see, so today I brought in some material for Symphony of Science and some videos and a little bit of material off the website. Symphony of Science is a website. The address is www.symphonyofscience.com, so it's just like it sounds. Actually, I'm thinking it might be org, but you'd have to check. I've got com down here, but it doesn't sound right. The site was created by John Boswell. He's the head musician and producer behind the Symphony of Science videos. And it's a series of videos that I selected to talk about today because they highlight kind of what makes science interesting. And he uses famous scientists and speakers to talk about science. He takes clips that highlight what makes them interested in science and what they find fascinating about it, and brief explanations of certain scientific ideas, and he auto-tuned them to go with music that he produced. And what I like about it specifically is that it's just really well done. Mm-hmm. So in the world of auto-tuning videos, this is a little bit above the normal thing that you would find just sitting on YouTube. This guy is actually, clearly put a lot of effort into this, is clearly good at what he does, and musically inclined. And so I just wanted to read a little bit off of what he says about why he did the project and the history of the project, and then we'll show a few of the videos that he's produced and has on the site.
Sounds good.
The goal of the project, he says, is to bring scientific knowledge and philosophy to the public in a novel way through the medium of music. Science and music are two passions of his, and he aims to combine them in a way that's intended to bring a meaningful message to listeners while simultaneously providing an enjoyable musical experience. The project owes its existence in large measure to the work of Carl Sagan, Ann Durian, Steve Soter, and the production of the old series Cosmos, which I remember when I was younger.
I grew up on Cosmos.
Yeah,
it was
it was
like, it really sort of made science wonderful and fun and interesting. It
Right.
really was a very captivating thing. And I think Carl Sagan did a great service to the world with that series and his writings.
He did, yeah, I agree. I think just about everybody loved Carl Sagan.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, Boswell himself says he began to experiment with production and composition in high school, took a strong interest in music theory and electronic music. The hobby grew through college, where he quickly developed a love for science and philosophy, and gradually gathered better musical equipment and experience. Inspiration from the Gregory brothers, DJ Steve Porter, coupled with his experience remixing composition and auto-tune, led to experiments with remixing scientists, culminating in Carl Sagan's A Glorious Dawn in the fall of 2009, which is one of the videos we're going to look at.
Okay.
This first video's highly positive reception provided motivation to elaborate on the theme of remixing scientists, which spawned the Symphony of Science project. The second video, We Are All Connected, was released in October 2009 on the heels of Glorious Dawn, and we're also probably going to look at that one if we have time.
Okay.
The current state of the project is that he's now produced 6 full-length music videos, expanded to include and rely on more input from the community and collaborations with peers. Since its launch in fall of 2009, Symphony of Science has been featured on NPR, Wired, The Scientist, Attack of the Show, Skeptic's Guide to the Universe, Bad Astronomy, Coast to Coast AM, The Examiner, Net at Night, and many more radio shows, magazines, and websites. The videos have attracted over 8 million views online. Almost everything on the site is provided for free, and if you like what you see, you can contribute to the site or stay in touch through email updates that are offered through the site.
That's excellent. And you've gotten permission to show these,
I
right?
did. I wrote to John Boswell, and he said that was absolutely fine to
good,
show as much as we wanted.
Okay.
And additionally, I want to add that as an atheist, I think this is particularly important because a lot of people seem to have the idea that a universe without a God is somehow uninteresting or not fascinating, and they don't understand how
Right.
you can have any kind of a sense of awe at how nature works And yet the weird thing about it is that from a theistic standpoint, it's that awe of nature that makes them think there's a God. So basically they're saying, you know, nature is so awesomely incredible that it can't do what I see it doing. And so there must be some magic behind it because it's just that amazing.
But atheists have these feelings too. I mean, atheists have a sense of wonderment. We've called it, right?
Absolutely.
We are excited and fascinated by the universe and how beautiful and intricate and all that. And so we have those same feelings. We just attribute them differently. Right?
Yeah, and I think the videos show that, you know, that knowledge and understanding doesn't detract from the amazing nature of nature. So, do you want to show?
Yeah, without further ado, let's.
We are all connected. I'd like to get that queued up if we can.
Can we play that one?
Hopefully.
We're having some technical
No
difficulties.
AC, mic trouble.
We got the heat on in this place today, and we're all burning up in here.
Please.
Among other things.
We need to pray to reason.
Pray to reason.
Now if it doesn't work, they'll say, "Oh, see, it's because you don't believe."
That's right. It's always that.
But we'll thwart it anyway because you brought other topic material.
Well, not really.
Well, you have other stuff to talk about anyway.
Okay, here it comes.
We go. Sound. There's no sound.
We're all connected
It could be going on.
to each other biologically, to the earth chemically, to the rest of the universe atomically.
I think nature's imagination is so much greater than man's. He's never gonna let us relax.
We live in an in-between universe where things change alright, but according to patterns, rules, or as we call them, laws of nature.
I'm this guy standing on a planet. Really, I'm just a speck compared with a star. The planet is just another speck. To think about all of this, to think about the vast emptiness of space, billions and billions of stars, billions and billions of specks.
The beauty of a living thing is not the atoms that go into it, but the way those atoms are put together. The cosmos is also within us. We're made of stars, and we are away from the cosmos and know it's all. Across the sea of space, the stars are others. We've traveled this way before, and there is much to be learned. We're all connected to each other biologically, to the earth chemically, to the rest of the universe atomically. I find it elevating and exhilarating to discover that we live in a universe which permits the evolution of molecular machines as intricate and subtle as we.
I know that the molecules in my body are traceable to phenomena in the cosmos that makes me want to grab people in the street and say, "Have you heard this?"
The beauty of a living thing is not the atoms that go into it, but the way those atoms are put together. The cosmos is also within us. We're made of stars, and we are away from the cosmos and know it's all.
There's this tremendous massive waves all over in space, which is the light bouncing around the room, going from one thing to the other, and it's all really there, really there. But you gotta stop and think about the complexity, really get the pleasure. It's all really there, really there. The inconceivable nature. To think about all of this, to think about the vast emptiness of space, billions and billions of stars.